Oh, branding problems.
Branding.
There we go.
Nice. Okay, hello. This is Elite Force. This is a Star Trek first-person shooter. It was made by Raven. Who,
shout outs to Raven.
right after that, exactly, they went to the worst franchise.
Oh my god. Okay, I hit this guy off the airport.
And made Star Wars Jedi Outcast and Star Wars Jedi Academy, which is why naturally we have these guys with me, Mr. Lay and Sajiki. Thank you very much for joining me on this one. Yeah, let's just go into it. So we have the new game and easy difficulty. That's what we're doing.
Because we're noobs.
Because we're noobs. Yes, it's true. Yeah, so if tech is ready on time, then we can go in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Tech was ready.
Yeah, reset.
So this is a very reset-heavy level, which is kind of good because it gives us a little bit of time to
it's like
explain some
Outcast.
stuff. Yes, it's exactly like Outcast at Academy. Like those games, this is based on Quake 3, just with much more air acceleration. So you have more air control, basically, and that basically means we just move around like in Quake 3, but with more air control.
And if you want to know more...
This is actually a fantastic skip, very rare usage. So we can actually crouch, and if we pause the game while uncrouching at like a almost frame-perfect timing, then we'll get our camera to travel downwards. And we actually shoot from where our camera is and not where our model is. So we're able to hit like a destructible trigger.
Yeah, I have some problems here. So I need to do a crouch jump, but this guy's in the way. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, as you can see, just a couple of enemies, 1 or 2.
The Outcast save?
Yes.
Yeah, look at all the laser. It's like insane. Okay, there we go, finally.
Yeah, so if you haven't understood Strafe jumping to its fullest, Leia has actually prepared his shirt just for that occasion. So
look, here you
right
can see.
here.
Imagine this is you, right? Here, this is you, and you want to go here. You don't want to wait to go to here first.
Here. And this is like where you... No, this is orange is where you want to go.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, if this didn't make too much sense, there is a more detailed explanation
here.
here.
Right here. So you can just run this code, and yeah, it will work. Thank you, like.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly. And that's basically what we're doing all the time here, except for in these in these tubes. In these tubes, obviously, we can't
just press A and D.
Exactly, we just zigzag, so we AD spam. But then we're back in the corridor, and then we do a bunch of strafe jumping again. Yeah, and actually in the first level, like we did a bunch of jumps over like gaps that skip a bunch of the level.
Yeah, but we wouldn't know.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Big one.
Yeah, that was a good skip.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a difficult one. Yeah, some of these, like in the first level, were found even by Reaver. Like, he posted those strats in the SDA forum, so yeah, it's been a while ago.
But there's still new strats being found all the time.
Yes,
people who are only now picking up this game.
By Dr. Meowington.
And only Dr.
Most of them actually, yeah. Also random YouTube guys, but we'll come to that. Okay, so here's like a big fight, some intruders, and we have to shoot them. I use the sniper rifle and I try to shoot them. I have to focus a bit. Yeah, guy went in the way, and again.
This is a very difficult AVP room.
Yeah, it's Dragon Lore.
Guy's hiding. Oh my god, this is horrible. Alright, let's see. So yeah, these spawns are like always the same basically. So if I mess up, it's just bad aim, not like RNG. As you can see, lots of bad aim, unfortunately. Okay, so luckily we got the barrel, so we can do a nice barrel boost. Ooh, this actually doesn't save time, but we can stock up on the ammo, and it looks cool, so might as well do it. Yeah, it doesn't save time because we have to wait for Foster, that guy over there, to open this door. And Foster is actually the guy for which we have the donation... No, what is it? The bid war. So we can either save him later on in the game, or we cannot save him.
Like the Gen Ors of Star Trek.
Yes. Trying to remember Jan Ors. No.
Don't worry about it too much.
No, I remember now.
The Gen Mumbrick.
Okay, so here we are in our first intermission level. So these are basically to like catch up with your team, like talk to them and stuff. So we can't really do too much helpful things to speed things up, other than like trying to nudge them around a little bit, like opening doors for them, and that saves like
Why is he not walking like this?
thousands or something. Why is he not straight jumping?
Yeah, no, why is he not putting his hands up? You know, like the guy in the Outcast.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, we have many sections like that. So you might hear them talking like over each other. The thing is if you disable the audio output in Windows, then all of the dialogues are skipped, which saves like 10 minutes over the whole run. But if we do that, then we're sitting here in silence, and no one wants silence. So instead we have like some other ways to modify the stuff, and yeah, like small mods basically that allow us to have the sound but still have the same effect as if we had no sound. And yeah, a side effect of that is that they are like talking over each other.
And who made those mods? Spear.
Well, one of them is just remove the sound files. So yeah, and the other one is we have a source port. Yeah, I've been developing that a bit, and with that we can also skip it, and that's what we're currently using actually. Yeah, so this is Foster, like our team leader. Again, we're waiting for them to like get ready. While we have that going on, we can have a few messages.
Thank you so much. We have an enormous $200 donation from Junkin Shoe. It says,
wow.
Oi, 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 oi.
Too tired to be in the crowd, so love and support from my room. Good luck, Sphere. I hecking love Speed Fam. And they have contributed that to the Star Trek Voyager Captain Proton 2/Alpha target. And if I'm checking correctly, that target and the other target that I can't remember the name of have both been met for Star Trek. Let me double check that is true. I believe so.
True.
We also have $5 from Level 1 Parkour Noob. Can you please explain the math again?
Of course.
We will later on actually.
Yes. We have $10 from Beltnai, who says, good luck on the run, Sphere. Thank you for showcasing Elite Force at ESA and representing the community. Keep it up, bro. Hashtag save Foster. They have, of course, put that towards saving Foster.
Thanks so much, guys.
$25 from Victor Dave. We are the Borg. Resistance is few. Wait, where are you going? Come back. He wants to abandon Foster. Remember, guys. Oh, he also contributed to Golden Sun, the Lost Age hard mode. I was going to say, remember, guys, to put your donations towards the target. Victor Dave showing how it's done. Thank you very much, Dave.
Thanks so much, guys. Oh, that wasn't. Oops. So yeah, this is a fight with like waves, and I thought it was over already, but it wasn't. Okay, there we go. So yeah, you can really speed this up, unfortunately. Just have to wait for it, and now Chell has to open the door for us. And we have these fireflies that can repair stuff, which are gonna come in handy soon. And there's also these teleporters that spawn the waves. We can destroy those to like skip the fight in some of the rooms. Not in the first one, unfortunately, because it's kind of on a timer, so it didn't work there. But yeah, other than that, we are back to strafe jumping a lot. As you can see here, trying to get like this. Okay, it wasn't so nice. There's like a big ledge there. You have a good pattern, you can kind of jump over it. It's like this ladder over here, and then we have this button behind us. And while we press it, we can like drop down already. And during the cutscene skipping, basically, drop down and yeah, basically do stuff while we're in the cutscene skipping, which is nice. Then we have a nice crouch jump here where it's gonna come up soon. Yeah, you're laughing at the of course. Sajiki enjoying the sounds.
Yes. Like a scrag.
Yeah. So this is the first room where we can shoot the the transporters or the. Did I say the spawners? Yeah, there we go. So we shoot these things, and that means that these guys can't spawn anymore, and this way we only shoot these two guys, and that means they can't spawn anymore, and the fight is over, which is much faster than if you don't shoot the spawners, then you have to fight all of them, and it takes much longer. And now is actually the first, well, never mind. This is one skip that Dr. Meow informed, which is a really big one. It's
lightsaber
pretty cool.
skip.
Basically, okay, that was
No.
bad pre-strafe. Let's try
This is
again.
a very,
afterwards.
very, very difficult jump. So you basically have to hit like a little uphill like slope that's going to convert a lot of your momentum that you have horizontally into vertical momentum, allowing you to go through this like invisible
Oh,
floor.
yeah. Clap.
Wonderful. You can clap for that. It's really difficult.
Yeah, that saves like a minute of detour, so it's worth to like keep retrying for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so here in this room we're just gonna fight these guys, doesn't really matter. We are now waiting for actually the fireflies that I showed you earlier to repair this teleporter over here. Which apparently Chell over here shot.
Oops. Great. I think I shot that transporter.
So yeah, it's unlucky. There we go, so it's repaired now, we can go on. So here again we shoot the spawners so that Shell like follows us better. And shoot these spawners as well in this room. Kinda messed up with the first guy there, you can avoid spawning him as well. Oh, there we go. And you can go through this on the first opening and I got stuck. Messed it up. So he opens it like very quickly once and then you can save like half a second if you go through it instantly. Here, if you do strafe jumping, you can avoid like the puzzle, so you just shoot it instantly and they repair it, and while they repair it, you can go through if you're fast enough. More clearing here of the enemies so that Foster follows us, because he will otherwise get stuck. And yeah, basically clearing his way so that he follows us as quickly as possible. And then jumping to kind of the last room of this mission. And there we go, he's already behind us, so that's very good. So yeah, this is Foster.
Are you ready for a random lore question by me?
Yes.
Okay, are you playing as Captain Picard here?
Wrong. I hear some hosts or something, by the way. Okay, anyway. No, this is the wrong series, mate.
Wow. It's Star Wars, yeah, I remember.
Yes, correct.
So you're the Captain Kirk then?
Yes,
Well,
Captain Kirk, that's it.
What was happening on the right there?
Yeah, so that's another side effect of the sound skipping. So when they don't play the sounds, the animations are screwed, so he like moonwalks past us.
I'm like, yeah!
Wait, what? Did I not press that? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, this is the second like intermission thing we have. So we're just trying to rush to these rooms to trigger the conversations as early as possible. So that's the first one we have to trigger, and then this spawns these guys. So we trigger this conversation. Everyone just talks into each other, it doesn't matter.
Okay, it's just like real life.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Like nowadays, right?
Yeah.
No one listens. But you answer still.
Okay, this is a joke just for me.
Yes.
And I enjoyed it. Maybe for some other Formula 1 enjoyers, but...
Indeed. So we just jumped through the window there. Doesn't save any time, but looks cool.
Prashko is in chat, surely.
Hell yeah. Okay, so, and now we're going on a little bit of a stealth mission, but we're not gonna care about that. And Foster in the top left, like intercom thing, it was gonna just yell at us, because we're not being quiet. But you couldn't barely hear anything, because everything's like playing on top of each other. Okay, there we go. So now there's a little bit of a crouch jump that's pretty tricky because of the collision on this weird table here. Okay, nope. Fell down
Crouch
again.
jump, by the way, means you can grab a ledge that you're not supposed to be climbing up.
Yeah, like you jump higher basically by kind of tugging in your feet. That's how you can think of it.
Yeah, just like Counter-Strike.
Yeah, exactly.
Many other games
Like
also
in
have it.
real life, really.
Just like in real life, yeah, coiling in Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
So just jumping through these corridors. Here we go.
Okay, but are you playing as Quake guy?
No. Okay, and there's another skip here where we basically go on this side ledge to go through this door. Okay, that was pretty close, actually. I was kind of slow there. So this door opens because that one guy comes out of it, but then it closes immediately again, and then you're supposed to open it with, yeah, using some console, pressing some buttons. But if you're fast enough, you can like slip through it. Just neat. On this level, there is a like very small strafe jump. You barely have to strafe at all, but it gets you over a gap that saves a bunch of time as well. I'll skip solo level. I'm gonna get some safety health here because I'm kind of low. Oh, okay, didn't work. There we go. So yeah, that's up here in this gap. Hello. This gap here. So you just jump over it, and that skips quite a bit of the level. Actually, it looks very innocuous, but kind of big. Okay, so here a lot of like crawl spaces, so we can't really do proper strafing anymore. Oh, I kind of fell down, that was not so good. There we go, that's better. So yeah, lots of crawl spaces, so we're gonna be AD spamming again. Can't really do the strafe jumping. But after this, there's gonna be like another one of these very long and big strafe chains that I'll try for a bit. Yeah, if I don't get it, then like it's fine. I'm gonna do the backup, which is half a second slower. But it would be cool to get this one, so let's try this like a few times. I'll do like this setup from here.
There you can see the massive gap in this jump is just
Exactly.
really, really hard.
And right, not getting really the platform I want to land at. Like this kind of, and then you want to land on the ledge. And try it like one more time.
Oh yeah, almost.
Oh, nice!
Good job.
Yeah, so you basically land on the lower ledge, and then you can crouch jump up again to the upper part.
Yep, Sphere making it look really easy. It's not easy.
Go. So yeah, here we just... Oh yeah, they're playing 3D chess, by the way. In case you're interested.
Yeah, just like we were earlier.
Yes. But yeah, you can like get them out of the way quite easily. And then more crawl spaces over here. And in these ones, like, unfortunately you can't wall strafe in many of these. Like, that would be much faster than the AD strafing. But they have like these things at the side, so if you try to wall strafe, you'll immediately get stuck. You can't really do that. It's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, wall strafing is a quick 3 thing as well. You hug a wall, you hold a certain angle, you press WA, WD, depending on the direction, and then you get to go faster.
Here, this ladder, we can just jump off to, instead of taking ladder, just drop down. It's much faster that way. And then here's like this little puzzle where you have to use this, what is it? Like, not poison, but tranquilizer thing on the doctor, and then this way, like, you free your teammate, basically.
Yes.
And the cool thing about that is that we are gonna set up, like, how to fight the final boss now. Using that thing, so, well, first of all, we have to get these guys out of the way. Oh, amazing aim.
AVP drop.
Yes. Okay, so we get another tranquilizer now. And that will be for the final boss. And, okay, soft lock now. If
Oh no.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, he's like blocking the door, and I can't really do anything now, because if I use it, then I won't have it anymore, and I need it for the final boss.
So you can switch off for other weapons?
Exactly, I
Wow.
can switch to other weapons, yeah. Yeah, so what we're doing, we're taking this tranquilizer to the final boss area, and this was actually found, or, well, like we found it by random YouTube guy commenting on my video. Oh, I like this trick where you just kill the final boss with a tranquilizer. I'm like, yeah, no way that's gonna work.
And then it just did?
And then he's just dead.
Wow.
And you're like,
Wow.
this random guy on YouTube just saved me in a minute.
That's crazy. Normally the guys on YouTube only say, wow, this is not speedrun, you play easy difficulty.
Exactly.
Normally the guys are like, why you so noob?
But no, it's actually insane. Like, this guy, like, thanks to him so much. It's crazy. Like, the strat I didn't know about for like 20 years. And it's actually intended by the developers, so they like went out of their way to make the code work so that using the tranquilizer on that boss
Yeah, you
worked.
know what that means. You should have bought the solution book.
I don't think it was in the solution book.
Wait, you had the solution? There's a solution book?
I
I
don't
just
know.
came up with that.
It probably is.
Okay.
I mean, it's a 2000 game, surely it is.
Really, it's like a CD booklet with the tips.
Yeah.
It gives you the rundown of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, there was
Here's all the speedrunner strats. This is how you strafe jump.
yeah, there was the CD
Look
book.
right here, this image. I'm actually wearing the booklet right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, so another intermission mission, and here we are, just moving back and forth between these two rooms, because this is where people are talking, so we're just trying to trigger the conversations as quickly as possible. Because again, like, even even with the dialogues like being skipped, they still like go through the animations and stuff, so we still have to wait a little bit for this to happen. So yeah, it's like not instant, but yeah, it takes a bit, and we're just trying to rush to these, and that should be the last one that we have to trigger. And there we go. That's that intermission part done. And now we're on to yeah, the first like Borg mission. And here the teammates are gonna be even more annoying. And this is actually like we're close to the point where we have to cut off the safe or not safe foster part as well. Yeah, also while we're doing that, I can show like this waypoint system, which is basically what they use to make the teammates go from point A to point B. You saw it kind of changed here. There's like two different modes where sometimes they're faster, sometimes they're slower. And you like want to guide them with the fast mode as well as possible, but the slow mode is like a lot more reliable, so kind of want to switch to it for them to not get stuck so much. And yeah, this is like a scripted event. I might have soft-locked it accidentally. No, actually it's fine, I think. Let's see. So these guys all have to follow us. And that's what I mean with teammates becoming annoying, because we will have a lot of that now, where we try to get them to go here. So yeah, this is the slow mode, slow walking mode. Oh yeah, so this is Foster, and we need to know now, do we save him or do we not save him?
The Foster is getting abandoned.
Okay, amazing. That's the faster way as well, so yeah, we're not gonna bother saving him, that's good, we're just gonna keep going. And there we go, that should be it, yep. And now, just trying to kill these Borg here to get them out of the way for our teammates again. And then we have this corridor here where there's a scripted section. So one of our teammates, he's like supposed to stand here and be shot. So we're trying to set that up now by like getting him to be here. Like he's like not finding his way. There we go, now he's standing, so now we're triggering like the progress, so we can get rid of these guys, and now like we shot them quicker than the game script is, so like now he spawns in and we can only shoot him after he's been downed basically. It's like a scripted event of him. Yeah, the animation is great as well. There we go, so he has to beam back, get some rest. While doing that, we shoot these guys.
Should sample the bass from this one. Like the bass, like the. We should
Oh,
sample that.
Sample it.
Yeah.
Make a good song about it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Star Trek 315.
Star Wars.
Sorry.
Reusing the same lyrics.
Yeah, we would do that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Take some time to bypass.
Okay, so here they're like attacking, and when they reach certain triggers, then my teammates will fall back, and I want them to fall back as quickly as possible, so I'm like standing in front of my teammates so that they can't shoot them. There we go, that should be the last one now, there we go. So now they are moving on to this last phase, which is good because this will spawn in a few Borg at very specific points, so we can just remember those points. So this one, that one over there, and then a few more. And this will then finally open the force field over here that we can go through and exit this level. And then there's another strat that Meowing found. So what you can do to shoot the distribution node right behind this thing is you can like lean, and the leaning makes you peek forward a tiny bit, and then you can shoot with this weapon, and the projectile like spawns behind the force field, basically behind the wall.
Shout out to Dr. Meowington.
Shout out to Raven for reusing the same stuff in every game.
Yep.
And yeah, Dr. Meowington.
Of course, Dr. Meowington.
Yeah, a bunch of fighting there, so we're using the grenade launcher a lot here, which is really useful to like set up early kills, because you know where they spawn in, so you just place some grenades there and then they'll be instantly dead once they spawn. There was another, yeah, we have this like weapon that has the repelling projectiles, so you can shoot around the corner, and that's like how you can solve one of the puzzles there. Oh yeah, this is like a secret weapon ammo terminal that you can get. Oh yeah, so I don't know why. Yeah, you have to wait for them to like wake up. If you don't, then they soft lock again. Gotta be a bit careful there. And again here we're trying to get rid of as many of the enemies as possible so that our teammates won't get stuck. And what you can do here is a jump on top of this thing, and this skips a trigger that spawns in even more of the enemies. So it's honestly kind of debatable if it's fast or not. But yeah, it like clears the enemies, so that's good. And we're missing a teammate, so that's amazing. Oh yeah, I just walked through the trigger as well, yeah. There she is. So somehow she was stuck way back here. So we're like waiting for her to get to the elevator now.
If they get stuck, what do you do?
You wait.
Oh.
So once they're in this walking mode, like you can't really do anything big anymore to... Oh yeah, and this is also amazing because she's like stuck behind him now. There we go,
Great.
maybe? Yeah,
Sure.
there we go. Yeah, so this one went about as bad as it can. Yeah, and that's the thing with these later levels where you have a lot of teammates. This tends to happen, so you want to try to make things as consistent as possible, clearing the way as best as you can. Like this looked a lot better now, yeah, this is good. So you clean the room and then usually they will find their way as they should. And yeah, this worked fine, so. And the thing is, like, you're using the elevators and... Wow, what is that? I think there was an overbounce. I was not expecting that, so I think we have to go up. No.
Yeah, Lei, can you quickly explain an overbounce for us?
Of course. No. That's the wrong sweater.
Yeah.
We have the overbound.
Yeah, true.
Didn't bring
Thankfully, I have
the
my
overbounce,
sweater. No. Yeah, if somebody can explain overbounces to us, please.
Yeah, overbounce is basically like you land
You just go.
just above the... You land just above the surface. And then the game doesn't recognize that you're on the surface yet, and then it like tries to clip your movement speed into the horizontal direction, and then you get all your fall speed into horizontal direction. That's kind of how the overbounce works.
Yeah, and with someone I meant you, yes. While you're doing the run.
Yes.
Thanks.
Try my best.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we have hordes of enemies now. This is kind of a Left 4 Dead section here. We're just trying to get rid of these, yeah, I mean,
Guys.
cannon fodder guys, exactly. And yeah, we can't really just rush ahead, unfortunately, because teammates, again, and there you go, they like even spawn behind us, and we're like stuck inside them. Interesting. Okay, that should be good.
So, which part of the Star Trek series was this when these guys appeared?
Voyager. Hence, that's why it's in the name. Oh, what do you mean with the part?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So if you leave one of them, one of those enemies behind, then it's very likely that they will get stuck on them. So you basically have to clear all of this. So a few more left here, and a few of them spawned behind again. You see all three of my teammates though, so that's good. So it should be fine. Yeah, even more spawning here. I mean, it's basically ridiculous, like how many enemies they planted into this level. These are like the last two. Wow, how did I miss? That's insane.
Is it also in this game that when you increase difficulty, you have more enemies?
Watch it.
I don't think so, no.
Sad.
Actually, in some... No, never mind. In some sections for sure. I don't think in this one. Like, it would be pretty hard to fit even more enemies in this one. Maybe it is though, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, in other levels, certainly. Okay, this is where we have to fight Foster now, because we didn't save him, so he's aboard now. So we have to get rid of him. First of all, we have to clear a few of these waves, and then we're just shooting him. He has like insane amount of health for some reason. So yeah, there we go, and that's that. And then we're back into one of the intermission missions here.
So is saving him slower because he then follows you around like the rest? You have to take care of as well?
Saving him is slower because you have to basically go there to save him. So that's the slower part. In the end, it's actually a bit faster because you don't have to kill him anymore. But altogether, like saving him takes longer than fighting him, basically. So yeah. That's why it's faster to not save him.
Deck 2, mess hall.
Okay, so we're going to the mess hall now, triggering a few of the conversations here.
Access granted.
Or actually, we're kind of guiding around the barkeeper or the chef, this guy. So we're trying to get him to talk to all of these people as well as possible, and we do that by basically going to them, and that's kind of where he goes. Oh, oops. And yeah, we also talk to him. We also have to talk to him a few times ourselves as well. we try to like incorporate that into him talking to the people, and you see some more moonwalking as well. Also have to talk to these guys ourselves.
Like a talk show.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, see ya.
Just not a very constructive talk show because no one listens to each other. But I guess that's a talk show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so last thing should be him talking to this guy. And then we talk to that guy as well, and that's it. So then we go with the mess hall. And then we're getting ready for our next mission. So just a little bit of talking here. Oh, that was it early? Might have been. Yeah, so safety there. Get the helmets and get our weapon, and then we are done, and then we wait for our teammates to get done. And while we do that, we have the strafe jumping here that we did a lot, and luckily we have a nice graphic here in addition to the nice study we already had. Okay, so what this shows is, as an example, if you're currently at 400 UPS, then this shows what is your new speed depending on the angle you currently look at. And you see here, like this is an area where you're faster than you were before. And so we want to have this angle, and like ideally we want to have this peak
And
here.
the angle, by the way, is the angle between where you're looking and where you're going.
Exactly.
So this here is the angle between orange and red.
Exactly. And we want to be at the peak, and you can see it like falls off quite steeply.
It's a very steep slope.
And that's the hard part. So we want to try to hit this at all times, but it's not easy. And you see it's also left and right, and that's the like left and right. And we want to, when we switch, we want to like immediately flick to the other side.
Yeah.
Which is what all the Half-Life guys do not understand at all.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, and that's nice because we had some time to explain that now.
Really nice. Who put that in there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some like Raven developer
Like
was like,
Magician,
oh,
probably.
might be helpful for the speedrunner.
Yes.
Put it in there. Okay, and we're ready to go on to the next mission. And actually, we can show it a bit more even. So yeah, while we're going up here, because we have to press a button here soon, we can also enable our nice strafe helper.
Who made that? Who made that cheating?
Exactly, it's cheating. That's why we don't do it in
Is that
runs.
what happens when you play on easy?
Exactly.
Game just starts helping you.
Please go faster.
But here you can basically see this green area that we saw before. So we want to be following like this green line. That's like the perfect angle that you have, and that's what you want to be like looking at with your angle. And it changes with the speed as well. That's why you have to keep turning more into it.
And then you also hold like the corresponding walking button. That's actually the purple arrow right here.
Yeah.
Here we go. So yeah, lots of teammates as you can see. Okay, that was horrible.
Oh, look, Pasco taking notes.
Yeah, our test will be tomorrow 8 PM.
Yes.
Okay, I think this is a bit messed up with this guy. Oh my god, they're blocking each other, it's amazing. Yeah, you see him like walking to some other goalposts. I'm not actually sure where he's walking, but this will lose a bunch of time now. I'm not sure why that happens, and I can't fix it anymore from that quick save apparently, so we're just waiting now.
Would that be a good time for the...
Yes, 100%. We can have messages, yes.
It might be a good time for a $10 donation from Lurvin in that third row. Lurvin says, "Hello Sphere, big fan of Star Wars. Really excited to see this. Handshot first. Anyway, what's your favorite strafe?"
My favorite strafe?
A lot.
Right strafe.
Lurvin puts that towards the one-hit boss KO on Resident Evil 5's ending and contributes it to the Golden Sun hard mode target. Thank you very much, Lurvin.
Amazing, thanks. Yeah, so we're all slowly making our way onto this elevator. Unfortunately, they go one by one. I think they probably noticed in testing that they were like bunching up and trying to get on the elevator at the same time, and then didn't work, so they made them go one by one. You can kind of manipulate them, like one of them, because he is not in the... He hasn't reached a goal post yet. I messed it up though, unfortunately, so... But we have one more chance to see something like that in a moment, so maybe we'll get that going. But before that, we have this puzzle here, where you're supposed to move this laser.
Oh my god, they took so many things straight into Outcast from this game.
Yeah.
So, what I'm doing right now is I'm pressing these two buttons to move the laser at once. and it's actually not doing like both of these actions. Instead, it's doing the left one of them, but twice. So we can move the laser twice as fast, which is pretty nice. Here we go, and that way we move the laser, and now we can get them over here, and now we'll try to manipulate them a bit, yeah, because that's Telsia, we want there to be like here, let's see. Alright, so we hit this trigger for Chell to go there, and now we want to block Telsia, because she's like the furthest away, so we try to like manipulate her to go somewhere else. So if I turn on this thing, you can see she wants to walk to like back behind me. I'll try to open this, and then catch her in time, which I barely managed to do. Here we go. So she still wants to go somewhere behind me, but if I like block her, she keeps walking like somewhere else. So now we can try to guide her to the elevator already, although it's not her turn yet. So instead of walking from all the way behind us, we'll try to like get her to move from as close to the elevator as possible. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Lost a bit there. Oh, that's good though. And now the goalpost was like offset because now it's her turn and now she goes onto it. And that actually saves a bunch of time because they walk so slowly. And yeah, from all the way back, it's quite far away. So that's pretty nice to do. Okay, so here we have a bit of fighting. So I'm just gonna lay down some grenades for them following behind us. And get rid of these guys with the disruptor thing quite nicely. We can line them up because the projectile actually goes through enemies as well. So yeah, we can like shoot multiple people in a line basically. Okay, just waiting for Chell to open his door here to get to the bridge. Oh wait, what is this?
Ooh.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Malmo?
Thursday 8? Wow.
By Kylo Jones?
Yeah. I think there's like
And Richard Jones.
some like cinema poster or something. I think someone's like looking forward to like a cinema block.
Editor and cheats.
Yeah, very cool.
315 is also in there.
315? I don't see it. Oh. Okay, so just waiting for this last thing here. So yeah, they're basically triggering a cutscene, and then we're moving over to a bit more fast-paced again, because now we are only with two of our enemies. Yeah, enemies exactly. It's a Freudian slip. Two of our teammates. And that makes things a bit faster, so we don't have to wait for everyone to go onto elevators anymore. So that's neat. So we're back to the strafe jumping. Still, like in this case, for example, in this room, we have to get them on one of the elevators. So you do have to jump down here to like activate the bridge for them to be able to move to that elevator. There we go. Are they following? Yeah, that's good. Luckily, they are like in the fast running state, so it's not as bad anymore as it was before.
This is a good casual game.
Yeah, I mean, I love it too, but, well, it was kind of my first game, like as a kid, like the first real game. Yeah, I think it's great. It has its flaws, certainly, but yeah, I just have a love for the game, so I can definitely recommend it. Like, if you like Star Trek, then certainly, if you just like a good first-person shooter, then it's also worth to play.
Yeah. What's great is these old Quake 3 games, they never need much patching. You could slap them on, you could just change it to any resolution.
Yeah, it's crazy, actually.
Yeah.
It's on good old games as well, so yeah, it's pretty easy to get nowadays, so you can just get it download. And yeah, the movement is also great. Like, you have this Quake 3 movement with the bit higher air control. That's pretty great.
Star. Mute.
Okay, so a bunch of stuff that we try to clear for these guys. Is he following us? Yes, maybe. We'll see. I think he's stuck. No, never mind. Okay, there we go. So yeah, that's one, like on this ramp they like to get stuck as well. But it worked out fine, so here you go, just clearing these other enemies. And then just waiting for them to follow us again. And again, they are luckily in the like running state, so it's not too bad. Did he? Okay. I felt it that he got stuck like in this corner, so just thought that happened, but luckily not. Okay, and then we'll soon have another instance of the camera glitch, so maybe we can see it a bit better this time even. And yeah, maybe while I do it, you want to try to explain it again, Lei?
This trick. Oh yeah. So once again, like before, we're trying to like uncrouch right before we pause the game, and our camera is gonna move down during this pause. And since our camera is down and we shoot from the camera, that lets us shoot a target that we shouldn't be able to reach just yet.
And there you could see it pretty well, like how the camera moves up after the glitch has been kind of executed, and you can like use it to shoot the thing.
It's one of those classic instances where people have seen it so many times. Like when you just casually play Jedi Academy, Jedi Outcast, it happens to you.
Yeah.
And then Meowington just tried it literally everywhere.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like we keep finding like these weird interactions that seem so promising, and we just don't find places to use them. And then all of a sudden, this other Raven Software game just happens.
Yeah. There we go. So we got a little bit of a glitch going right now.
Oh yes. What do you mean glitch?
Yeah, no, it looks all fine, right?
Normal. That's how I go to work.
Okay, so we rushed ahead, and there's a scripted event where they fall down due to an explosion. And if you're in the air while they are supposed to like get up, back up again, then this happens. So they get stuck in this animation of being lying down, and they'll stay
Everybody
like
down.
this.
Get down.
Exactly. He's like a bit in the wall right now.
Ooh.
There's some microphones in the door structure. I think I can.
Yes.
And no,
Shoutouts to this coffee.
no, they just get up. Yeah, it's an amazing glitch. It's fun to do. Yeah, it doesn't save any time or anything, but I spend a lot of time to try to get that consistently. There we go. I'm jumping down. Okay, and then we can move on to the end of this level. So we just align this beam here, and while doing that we can heal up a bit. And then we keep this door open so that our teammates can come through. There he is, okay. It's possible that one of them dies, like in this whole setup. This time we got it where they both actually alive, which is even better. Because you have two people crouching.
Vibing.
Proning, vibing, yeah, exactly. Okay, so in this part of the level we are not relying on our teammates at all anymore, so we can just sprint ahead. There's this big elevator here. Oh yeah, before we had the diagonal elevator as well.
Wait.
Recently got recommended diagonal elevators in games YouTube video. If anyone else had that as well, welcome to my bubble. Was a good video. It's worth checking out.
Okay.
So, just waiting to be able to push this button, then we just making sure that the big robots are not following us too much. And then you can see my horrible aim on these static targets. Yes. Going well so far. What?
There's one on this side. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, trying my best, but not going so well. Okay, that was a bit better. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, there we go. Shoot these things, and then we can move on to trigger the end of this mission, essentially. And there we go, a little bit of a cutscene that we can skip. And then we are rushing to this just to get some ammunition. And then, yeah, we're basically being invaded by some kind of spider aliens.
Invasion.
Did you hear that out of the way? That's good voice acting. Okay, so we have these enemies that we're gonna be fighting off, and then there's gonna be a pretty cool trick jump where, so we had the barrel boost earlier that just moved us up, and we're kind of combining this with a strafe jump now, and like a well-timed shot on the barrel, so that will come up right here. So yeah, we jump on top of it, then shoot it at the right time. It's a bit delayed, so it's kind of tricky to get the timing right. But then you can like skip over this gap and save a bunch of time because you don't have to fight all of the enemies there. And that brings us to the last, somewhat long mission. Here we have to wait a bit
Was
for...
that Kyle?
Yeah, I was about to say.
What the hell?
Oh, maybe it's the same voice actor.
It is 100%.
I mean, that was Chell, but yeah, I mean, maybe it's I don't know, I've never made that connection. Could be.
I'm pretty
check
sure
it out.
Kyle said the exact line too.
Oh, they reused the same
Yeah.
line? Okay, that would be hilarious.
Oh,
What is this place?
Oh. Okay, yeah, there we go. As I said, you have to wait for them to not softlock, and I didn't wait enough. So we're softlock now, like they're stuck up there. So let's do that again.
Opening the console is cheating.
Yep.
Oh yeah, true. I could have loaded the autosave instead. Unfortunate. Hello? Why are they not moving? There we go. Okay. So yeah, while they do that, we just do this big jump.
Spaceman.
With the low gravity, yeah. And this should have been enough waiting now, I hope. That would be insane if this didn't work. Yeah, there we go. So now they're following us down to this place and opening the door for us. There we go. Can do a little bit of a wild strafe here. Then we just have to rush to this console that's up here, so just a bunch of strafe jumping and trying to avoid the enemies. There we go. Then, oh, there we go. The cutscene trigger is kind of small actually. Run into that, and then you can just drop down into the next level again. Yeah, this level we have to make sure that our teammates follow us again. So this is quite a bit of clearing the enemies. Yeah, this is like a little puzzle where you just wait for this thing to go through and then you can go. Yeah, and from now on there's gonna be a lot of enemies spawning, trying to clear them, trying to like rush ahead a bit, trying to make the teammates to follow us. There we go, there's all 3 of them. Continue. Trying to throw a bunch of grenades again, just so we like shoot stuff that's already behind us and we can already go on and clear more of this way. Okay, I saw 2 of us, I'm not sure if I saw the 3rd teammate, so that might be a problem, but we'll see now. That's 1, that's 2, and 3rd is probably... Oh, never mind, there he is. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. That can be a lot worse, where he's like stuck all the way up there. There we go. Just gonna get rid of these last 2 guys. Activating this console here, and then teammates just following, and now we're in this big fight area. And for a long time I've been trying to figure out like how does this work, and I've finally done that. So you have to shoot these 2 guys here, the big ones. Did I do it? Yeah, there you go. And then you shoot these 2, and then Shell closes the door. And from now on it's on a timer. So now we can just chill in the corner and do nothing. So yeah, while we do that, we can certainly have a few matches with this.
Apologies there, thank you, Sphere.
Yeah, no worries.
Starting to load something in the background. We have a $25 donation from Prasco with the message, Professor Sphere, can you please upload the strafe jumping slides before the test? Also, what is the best resolution and why is it 1400 by 1050?
Oh, this guy knows his stuff. This is actually what I'm using right now.
Speaking of the strafe jumping slides, I'm sure we can get the explanation from Lay that was asked from the level 1 parkour.
Yeah, the strafe jumping. So, once again, as you can see,
Professor,
you are
please.
here. You are here. And this is like where you're... hold on. Let me figure this out real quick. Okay, so look, this is where you're looking, and this is where you're currently going. And if
No,
you...
it's the other way around.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So
Stop
this is
confusing
where-
the students.
This is where you're looking, this is where you're currently going, and this is where you're pressing to be wanting to go. And you kind of want to turn this so this and this align. And that's when you get the most speed.
And this is the speed you get.
Exactly. It's all in detail back here.
It's amazing.
This is my professor, bro. I'm failing the test.
Oh, Star, you're also taking the class?
I hope so. ChatGPT is doing my exams for me.
Okay, so we're just rushing to kind of the end of this mission now, and we want to go all the way down. There are a bunch of death triggers, as they were just there, but you can like... There are some gaps in it, basically, that you can abuse. So that one is basically... There's an elevator, so clearly there has to be a gap there somewhere, so you can use the elevator. But there's another, a lot more like hidden gap in the death barrier in this part that's coming up right now. So we want to go all the way down. If we just drop down, then we run into the death barrier. So yeah, can't do that. But then someone found out, and that was Duva actually. You can just jump down here, and then if you're perfectly like aligned with the side, then there's that gap in the death barrier, and you can go all the way to the end here. Unfortunately, we can't like enter the boss level from there because we have to watch this cutscene to trigger the opening basically of the boss entrance. So this is all just backtracking, and now we backtrack the backtracking to go back into the boss entrance thing. I have no idea what I'm saying anymore, but
yeah, it's a common thing. In Raven also did it in the other games to save, I guess, loading time. So they didn't put everything in the level immediately, and then as you progress through the level, it loads stuff in that you may need later. So and if you skip certain triggers you might lock the game, like soft lock the game.
I think it might even be a cutscene thing.
Or
like in one of the cutscenes, they like show the thing with a blocked entrance or something like that. I think that's why you have to like run into that cutscene as well. Okay, but now we're into the final boss fight, and well, first of all, it's a bunch of waves of these smaller minions here, and yeah, we can use the grenade launcher if we are good shots to try to get it fast. Okay, that's going well so far. So they basically spawn in the same spots like these four here, so if you're positioned here, you can kind of clear them nicely. So it's going to be a few of these waves. Yeah, and as you can see, like the grenade launcher is also pretty overpowered. Like you can one-shot pretty much everything with this alternative fire that you have. And we'll also use it on the boss, so that's the big boss over there, by the way, like behind the thing, in a minute. And yeah, it just does the most DPS basically in the game. The thing is, like, it has the gravity thing, so the grenades fall down after a while, so you can't just aim at the guys, you have to aim a bit higher. Okay, that should be like second to last wave. This one left, and then one more. There we go, and now we're onto the final boss fight. And now we're just gonna be doing this for a minute, because this is just a bullet sponge.
Oh, you want me to explain this one more time?
Yes, go for it.
Okay, so you are here.
I didn't hear what you said, but okay.
Never mind. You already know this stuff.
Yeah, Prasco saying immediately clock the 1400 times 1050 res, the holy grail of resolution. Prasco, where are you? Why are you not with us? Like, if Pepovic, please.
Thanks so much, Bosco.
Thanks for being in the chat all the time.
Oh yeah, time is coming up soon, by the way.
And not being banned.
Not being banned for speaking Spanish.
And time.
Time.
Okay, yeah, that's the main game. Yeah, and I believe both of the incentives got a match. Is that correct?
That is correct. Both incentives were well and clear met before even the start of the run. People are excited for these incentives.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. Okay, then let's go into the first one. So we have the Horde Proton thing. So this is a map which it's like a super obscure theme from the TV series where they have like a 60s or even older like sci-fi television thing that's like black and white, and so they made a level out of this, and it's actually kind of cool. You have a few skips here, so we're gonna try to do a few of those. So do we have? Yeah, I did a quick save. Perfect. Okay, so let's try that. So we're just gonna start here, do a few strafe jumps, and then hopefully we can like jump into this thing here. So we're gonna try to hit a few of these slopes to gain even more speed. And then if you hit like the right spot, basically it will like launch you into this corner.
Can you do the classic Ryan quick save quick load?
I think you can, but you can usually not quick save in this level, so it's kind of cheating if you do. So that's not what I like.
This one's really hard.
Exactly. There's like this alternative thing where you can strafe jump like this and then like jump on top of this, but this one's like pretty hard to get. I'll try like once more.
Oh,
That
so
was
close.
like really close. Yeah. You do that to skip like the first part, but if we activated the elevator, so we can also just take the elevator this time. So I did that for safety, yes. Okay, and here we have like a damage boost that we can do, and then we can land on this slope over here, and that gains us like massive speed, which is pretty nice. And then it's just a bunch of strafe jumping up these hills, which is actually pretty annoying because upward slopes in Quake 3 they slow you down quite a bit. So that is not easy to do. You can like try to find the shallowest slopes possible to
Another
some
tricky
speed.
jump here.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. That worked. It wasn't like the cleanest. You can kind of keep speed going as well over it.
Yeah, you can surf.
Yeah, exactly, kind of. But yeah, we'll take that. That's fine as long as we make it. That's already a big skip. Like that saves a huge part of the level. And then we're on to the second level. Oh yeah, this is the gun that we have. This ray caster thing. I love the sound of it.
Yeah.
So is this like DLC or was this community made?
Exactly. So this is an expansion pack, which
Oh yeah.
no one under
DLC.
13 knows what that means.
Yeah, DLC. DLC.
So it's a DLC.
Lay is too young for that.
No,
Exactly.
yeah, a little bit.
I bought the CD of the expansion pack back in the day. Yeah, so it has this like extra maps basically. So it's one of those. And there we go. That's the first of these things, extra map stuff. So that was the first one. So yeah, it had these cool, kind of cool jumps that you can do. But now onto the second one that we had, and that is the it's called Holodeck minigame, also known as the box layer. And here we are in third person, and we like steer our character in this third person, which is kind of weird, but we can still strafe jump. And this looks kind of funny because he's like raising his arms all the time as well. But yeah, it's basically like a maze level, but luckily we can just crouch jump on top of this and then just jump over everything. Oh, and then I just soft locked, so amazing. Let's try it again. So I just ran into this hole there where you can't get out anymore. Because usually like these walls are too high, but on this ammo console, there we can actually crouch jump up, and that's how we get there. And there we go. Now this time we didn't fall out, and then we can jump up here as well, and then jump this way, and then yeah, basically on these things, and then this is the end over here. And without doing like any of the maze part, we just finish the level like that.
Amazing. I've never seen like 2D strafing.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool gimmick, and the strafing kind of feels fun as well.
You can do it
Although
in Minecraft.
exactly. Okay, yeah, that's everything I had. Yeah, thanks to you guys for commentating, for helping me out, making this entertaining. Thanks to ESA for letting me do this. This is like, yeah, as I said, it's like the first real game I played as a kid, and it's also the first speed game that I ever did, and that was basically like 10 years ago. And 10 years later, I'm like still attending these ESA events, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. I just love it. So thank you guys so much.
As a quick aside, I want to give a special thank you to you, Sphere, because I think you had the best submission video of the entire event.
Thank you.
Sphere gave a submission, and instead of linking just his standard any % route, he submitted a 2-minute top 5 reasons montage, and then with number 1 cool movement, number 2 insane skips, number 3 AI manipulations, and then also submitted videos of each and every incentive as well as your any % in the later details. An amazing submission, and I'm so happy I got to see it. Thank you so much. We're gonna skip over to just a quick intermission. We're gonna be setting up Resident Evil 5 co-op with the home favorite Yatagami NL and Smack Closer. Word on the street is we might even be getting an extra DLC in, so make sure to stick around. Thank you so much, everyone.